So here we go. With no games this weekend at all levels of football after the death of Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, let's take a moment to look at the 6 things we've learnt from League One after 7 games. First up, we have the unbeaten 2. Ipswich Town and Portsmouth, both teams sitting on 17 points with 5 wins and 2 draws. Of course, at the start of the season, both teams were favourites to be in the top 6 and even top 2, so it's no surprise to see them both starting well. Town are playing some great football under McKenna, beating teams comfortably and showing their credentials. Or Danny Cowley has got Pompey scoring, with Corey Bishop being their new talisman with 5 goals this season, and loan signing Dane Scarlett scoring 3 goals in the last 2 games. We shall see if the sides remain unbeaten when they both meet at Portman Road at the start of October. What a game that should be. Next up is the dark horses of the division so far in the form of Cambridge United, sitting 5th in the table after many pundits put them in the bottom half of the table and even making them relegation favourites. I'm looking at you, Mike Bacon. I'm looking at you. But so far under Mark Bonner, they're putting some good performances, scoring plenty of goals and conceding a few too. With results like a 4-3 win against Burton and a 4-1 defeat at Pompey, they've had some good news recently too. They now own the Abbey Stadium, where they're unbeaten so far this season. That will be a hard place to go for many teams. A long old season ahead though still, but I think they'll be in the top half of the table when it's all said and done. We shall wait and see. Up next, we take a look at Plymouth, who are still going strong after just missing out on the playoffs last season. They currently sit 3rd in the table after 7 games, and despite a big 5-1 defeat at Charlton, they've since bounced back with 3 straight wins against Forest Green, Bolton and Derby. They've also beaten 2 potential playoff rivals in Barnsley and Peterborough, so really showing they can see off the best teams in the league. While Town have signed their best player from the past seasons in Panucci Kanamara, they've since moved on with loan signing Finn Hazaz, who has already scored 3 goals this season, and deadline day signing Sam Cosgrove, who scored twice on his debut in the win against Derby. So far, it's looked like another good season in the offering for the Devon side. Now up next is a team that were favourites to go down before the first ball was kicked, with Exeter only signing 2 players before opening day, but since then they've signed Raheem Harper from Town, and a great story in Jay Stanfield signing for his boyhood club on loan from Fulham. They currently sit 7th in the league, which no one was expecting, and have had some good results, beating MK Dons, Wycombe Wanderers and putting 4 past fellow promoter team Port Vale at home. Manager Matt Taylor is relying on most of his promotion-winning team, which at the moment is working, with Sam Nombi and Giovanni Brown scoring the goals for the Grecian, but the Saturday, Tuesday grind may catch up with them eventually, but I've been impressed by them so far. So, we've learned that MK are struggling thus far, with them sitting 18th in League One. From the outside looking in, a lot of people predicted they will struggle this season, with the likes of Harry Darling and Scott Twine leaving this summer, and it proves they're still adapting to life without their stars. They do still have a top manager in Liam Manning though, who I think will get him out of this situation, but our now playoff season is looking very unlikely so far. And the final bit of business is to mention Burton, who are the first club to see a manager leave, with Jimmy Floyd Hasbank resigning and the club bottom of the league with just 1 point. It's going to be a long, long season for the Brewers. So there you go, plenty to take in and process from the first 7 games of this League One season. The most important thing though is of course that Town are top of the league, and long may it continue. Let me know what you think of the League One so far, and I'll catch you in the next video guys. Thanks for watching.